Hi, this is Eric Lofholm, and welcome to Eric's Daily Golden Nugget.com. And today, I want to talk to you about a tremendous idea called social currency. Social currency is an asset like gold or cash or stocks or real estate. And when you do something nice for somebody else, it creates social currency. Now, when you do something nice for somebody, it doesn't mean that they owe you anything. Like if you help your neighbor move, that doesn't mean that your neighbor owes you anything, but it does create social currency. When you give a referral to somebody, it doesn't mean that they owe you anything, but it does create social currency. And so I want to encourage you to set an intention that you're going to become a social currency millionaire. Now, I want to tell you a quick story about my mentor, Jay Abraham. And Jay is a master of social currency. And one time, Jay's assistant contacted me, and he asked me if I would be willing to send an email out to my database to promote the TV show Shark Tank. And I said, well, sure, no problem. And Jay's not on the show Shark Tank. And I was talking to him one day and I asked him, I said, Jay, you know, you asked me to email my list and promote the show Shark Tank, and I did do it, but you're not even on the show. Why did you want me to do that? He said, well, I was doing something nice for one of my friends who's on the show, Daymond John. And I said, well, what do you mean? He says, well, they were looking to boost the ratings of Shark Tank. And so I asked some of my friends if they'd be willing to help get the word out about the show. And so in essence, Jay was creating social currency with Daymond John. I want you to think about that. Jay was using his influence and his relationship, his social currency with me, to ask me if I'd be willing to email out for him, which I did. But in turn, what that did was it created social currency with Daymond John. And I was fascinated by that because Jay's incredibly successful, yet he was willing to do that. And as I've gotten to know Jay better, I've discovered that this is just part of his life philosophy. And it's one of the reasons why he's so successful. And it's something interesting for you to think about. You know, do you regularly do nice things for other people expecting nothing in return? And if you don't, perhaps you might consider that, knowing that not only are you doing good in the world, but you're also creating social currency. And you're creating all this goodwill for yourself in the marketplace. I am a social currency millionaire. And I regularly do nice things for other people to help them to become more successful. You know, one of the things that I do, it's just a little thing, but, you know, have you ever gone to a store like Target or a restaurant or whatnot, and they might say to you, would you be willing to donate $1 for the veterans? I pretty much always say yes. And it's only $1, and it's not a big deal. But it's just like, hey, here's just a nice thing to do. This company obviously believes in this cause, and I want to support them and support, in this case, the veterans. When somebody comes and knocks on my door, and they are raising money for the local high school volleyball team, pretty much always say yes as a way of creating social currency. Now, that kid who knocks on my door for the raising money for the volleyball team, I'm probably never going to see that kid again. So it's not like I'm doing something for them, so they'll do something back for me. It's just about being somebody in the world that creates value, making a difference where I can. And maybe by shooting this short video, it will inspire you watching right now to be more generous with others, to say yes more often, and look for ways that you can add even more value to people in your life. Thanks for watching, and that's going to conclude today's Daily Golden Nugget.